My calling, my assignment was to create a piece for Googlers with the theme "A Home Away from Home," to welcome them to their new offices and new environment they are having here at the Chelsea market. This is a mural that was commissioned by Google New York City, and I would like to share a little bit the story behind the scenes, how the image came about. They asked me to interpret a home away from home. So what is a home away from home? I thought and thought and thought. And for me, home is like where you are your most natural self. So with this idea in mind, I started thinking about nature and how everything in nature is so natural. Some characters, animal characters, that started to emerge, embodying this nature and this wild behavior, which is natural. On the other hand, I went to the Barth College Mayolica's exhibition, and there I learned that in the 1500s it was very trendy for ceramic bases to inform what is that you are going to eat. So for instance, if the stew is of a pork or a rabbit, you will have rabbit designs or pork designs, pig designs in the outside. So I was fascinated by this idea, and since the wall is going to be covering a kitchen, I thought I will take this inspiration from there, plus the natural elements, and create and cook a good sancocho for Googlers to experience in their offices. Most of that is also my wishes and my blessings for Googlers in their work environment. What I envision, the relationships, the fun, the joy they are gonna have in their office. I have my very good friend Rowan Harris, with whom we had this exercise of I will do like random drawings, I will pass it to her, and she will put great jokes on it. So I decided to collaborate in this project and create jokes, and that's how this became to be. So please let me introduce you to my friend Rowan, who helped me to do the jokes. So we are going to walk you through the wall and tell the jokes.
Hi, I'm Rowan. I worked with Carla on this project. As she just mentioned, unfortunately the jokes did not actually make it to the final mural. However, we do believe that the jokes actually added another layer to these characters here. So we would like to share that actually with you today.
The wall starts here like with this joke between the bunny and the mole. And this joke was made to acknowledge virtual reality versus real reality. So the bunny says, "They are into cryptocurrency now." And the mole answers.
And the mole says, "Well, you can't put a Bitcoin on a ring though."
The flowers will say like, "A bird told me some flowers bloom in the winter, but you didn't hear from me." And this joke was to acknowledge a little bit of gossiping.
Exactly. I think it was all going back to the main theme actually of this project, which is home away from home, which is very normal that you're sharing news with your peers. Not always that you're validating this news. The news can be actually a fact or not, but it's the fact that this is how it starts spreading out. Reflecting back on the Bitcoin joke, what a better place than like a tech company actually should be talking about this, where it's at this point a part of everyone's life.
So another layer to the jokes was to acknowledge the different types of people working in a corporate environment. So if you see here, that joke was dedicated to people that are like very focused on their career goals. Do you remember what the old says?
Eyes on the prize.
Eyes on the prize. Here we continue with the wolf and the butterfly. So what the wolf will say, Rawan?
Here I can be the wolf of Chelsea. And this is funny because it's touching on a couple of things. Naturally, like the reference, which is Wolf of Wall Street. We replaced Wall Street with Chelsea because the Google location here is Chelsea Market.
And then here we go with our acknowledging our fashionistas. This one here, the peacock says like, "I got these feathers on the vintage shop." This one here, this one is my favorite. This one I feel related to. This one goes very close to my heart. And this one is dedicated to all immigrants, introverts, and misfits in general. So the octopus says to the turtle, "Now I feel good out of my element."
And I think the brilliance of the joke is coming from the fact, if you notice, the rest of the animals, they're all like land animals, versus this is the only true water animal that's managing to fit there with the rest of them, being still able to perform outside of its own elements. So I think that joke is especially brilliant, yes.
Then we continue here with the mouse and the cat. The first joke for this one was,
The cat asks the mouse and says, "But what do you really think about cancel culture?"
it was especially funny because it's this like so complicated, this thing of cancel culture, right? And they are cancel culture themselves because this is a cat, this is a mouse, they shouldn't be together, but they are. So the mouse would say to the cat, "When I retire, I'm gonna focus on my real passion for cheese."
In a way, the joke is reflecting on the fact that most of our lives are actually spent working, that we wait until those last years of our lives to actually pursue our passion.
And the last option for this one was the mouse says to the cat, "Have you tried manifesting instead of chasing?"
It focuses more on the law of attraction rather than just spending a lot of time and effort chasing things.
So here we found the frog and the crocodile. This joke was created to acknowledging natural behavior and acknowledging that here you're free, here you can be who you are. So the frog is catching a fly with the tongue, a very natural behavior for a frog. And the crocodile is saying, I too do love a quick snack. The crocodile is reassuring the frog in his natural behavior. Here you can be whoever you want, we want you as you are. On the top we have Japanese monkey having his warm bath. So the Japanese monkey says, "This could never be just an email."
That is 100% for people that are stuck, I think, in corporate America, right? Something as relaxing as this could have definitely not been an email.
It's also to acknowledge self-care. Like in corporate environments, you can work forever. So self-care is very important. If we continue here, we have the ships on the top. So the ships are running on the top in their stars, and the ship is saying, "It has been such a great career move since people discover melatonin."
Reflecting on the fact that a lot of people need melatonin to sleep, the sheeps naturally are very happy about the career change that they had and the fact that people discovered melatonin.
And this one here, he doesn't say anything, he's so happy. Here we find the froggy G. He is meditating, he is shining, he has his diamond in his heart, shining bright. And he says, "What's mine will find me."
It's truly like just a statement that I think, especially when things get competitive at the workplace, knowing that what is yours is going to find its way to you gives you a lot of sense of peace. And having the diamond inside the frog is just, it's working like a beacon, right? It's like you have a direction, you know what's going, and you're letting that guide you. So the frog is like one of the best ones here, yeah.
Here we find the raccoon. He's showing the goldfish the space. And he's saying, and here is where the marketing folks work, is to acknowledge inclusiveness of people that they cannot have these capacities, so they are being taken care of also, which is a big culture also here in Google.
He's actually showing the goldfish the thing around them, literally like looking at the other side of the mirror, realizing that it's a full world. Yes. This one works like almost like a portal between the wall and the real world. Very, very nice one.
This one is also very special, the elephant and the dog. This was created also to make people feel absolutely comfortable here of being who they are. The joke says, "Here I am not the elephant in the room, even though he is the elephant. Here everything is good, you are welcome, you're fine, we want you, you're safe." That kind of thing. The squirrel says to the chicken, "I learned not to keep my keys with my acorns," because like squirrels keep hiding acorns and they keep forgetting where they put them, and that's how forests blooms. So this one here, these flies heads with wings that are kind of like my trademark. They are supposed to be representing the SEOs.
It's truly a joke dedicated to Google. This is about like search ranking people who do SEO. Like this side of the mural is actually facing the marketing department and asking why the other one is ranking higher today.
That was basically the idea, to create a mural that really and truly welcomes people here. I think we made it.
Yes, we made it.
Really good.
There's always like Carla to know where to follow her, where to find like more awesome things like this.
So with this mural, I wish Googlers all the best in their endeavors, in their career. I hope this mural inspires you and your daily endeavors, and keep you happy and keep your vibes up and positive. And to all of you, thank you for watching. I love sharing what's behind every project, and thank you.